Hello? Hello? Hi. I was just looking at my stuff and I do not have a hair tie. Hi. Hi everyone. Good evening. I was gonna do some skincare while we hang out since it's PM. I don't even have a hair tie or a hairband. Interesting. Oh. One sec. I think I see something that will work. I'm just gonna use this. This will tie my hair back, right? Hello, everyone. Hello. Yes. This is good. Yeah, that'll work. When we get there. Hi, everyone. Welcome to a live chat. You want to come in? Come on. You want to say hi? Aries just came in the room. Don't knock. You want to say hi? Let me see if I can get her to say hi. Come here. Don't knock over the camera, Don't knock over the camera. Okay. Get on the chair. Hi, guys. Okay. Here she is. Oh, she's a big dog. Hello. Okay. I'll put you down. Okay. All right. There was Aries. Oh, she's a big dog. I can't really pick her up very easily. Hey. No, don't hit the camera. Okay. Hi. My husband's home, but he's outside working on his truck, and so Aries is upset because she doesn't have anyone hanging out with her. So she's like, what's going on here? So she doesn't like it when I give my attention to something else. Usually when I film, she goes and lays on the couch in like anger, if you will. I put this on because I'm going to do some skincare later, but I don't have a hair tie, so we're just going to try to make this work. We'll see if we make it work. Okay. I'm out of breath now, lifting you up. You're heavy. You're a heavy dog. You're a big dog. How's everyone's evening going? Samantha says, hey, I was just watching your Willow Bite. Thank you. Oh, my Willow. Oh, okay. Hopefully my internet is okay because we've been having terrible internet all week. So I've been really nervous about my live chats. So far they've gone okay, but I felt like I was just frozen for a second there. So hopefully it goes okay. We've been getting some really bad storms, so I don't know if that's been what's affecting it or what's going on, but super frustrating. Oh, I'm glad you guys were able to see Aries. She's so upset right now. Yeah, I did. I got my hair highlighted today. I was thinking about doing something maybe a little bit different, and per usual, I did not do that. I did the same thing as I do every time. I'm so boring. Oh, my massage. Oh, good, Rachel, you're good. I see the wrench by your name. Yay, we have a moderator. My massage was good today too. Oh man, I talked about it in one of the videos about how like I try to do massage more, like self-care, and like massage is one way. Hey Shirley. Massage is one way that like I tried to do like my self-care because it's something that truly doesn't let me do anything else except lay there and get a massage. Because I'm always like multitasking and doing a million things. And I haven't been doing the greatest job of keeping up with that, but yeah, I finally did get one today, and I was excited because I booked it online. It was a Groupon. It was a Groupon, but I booked it online, and the only therapist available was male, which is not a bad thing for me. I know not everyone is comfortable with a male massage therapist. I personally am, and I used to manage a massage clinic, so I really got to know like a lot of different, like part of my job description when I was the manager there was like people had to massage me in order for me to hire them. Darn. It's really the roughest part of my job, let me tell you. But I tended to sometimes like males a little bit more because I feel like they can just be a little bit more firm, which I really like firm pressure massages. And sometimes I feel like there's definitely been a few females, and there was one at the massage clinic that I did manage that she was really like, she would get it. I was always so excited, like whenever I was having like really bad like back pains or knots or things like that, I was like, ooh, you please. So, yeah, he asked me what pressure I wanted. I said firm, and he did a good job. So yeah, it was good. I'm glad I was able to do it. And then I got my hair done. And then I did go to Sephora to return my Natasha Denona coral palette because it came broken, which immediately just I was like, really, $48 and 2 of the shades came broken, like 2 out of 5. And then I used it. I did 3 different looks with it, and I thought my looks were like fine, but just not enough. Like, especially if the palette hadn't come broken, I think I would have kept it and all of that. But especially because it was broken, I was like, that sucks. And so I did return it to Sephora when I was in Des Moines today, and then I bought some things. So I'm still wanting to do an online order though, because there's a couple of those new Lawless items that I want. And they didn't have them in my store yet. They didn't have the bronzer or the lip glosses in there. And I felt like there was one other thing that I wanted that wasn't in the store. I was looking at my loves list in store, and I clicked find store, and it said that they didn't have it in there either. So I'm probably going to do an online order too, and then I'll do a haul. But do I still have, I got a new lip liner, and it has just been hanging on. So I was really trying to talk myself out of not getting a new lip liner because I have so many, but I did it. I'm not giving up on Natasha Denona. The shadows I'm kind of having a rough experience with, but there's other products, like I feel like her face products I like a lot, but her eyeshadows, but I love her mini nude. I don't know, it's just kind of like hit or miss, and it's such an expensive brand to be like hit or miss, you know. My foundation ranking video will be up in the morning, ranking Urban Decay, Dose, Anastasia, Fenty, the 4 of those. I'll be ranking them, and I had all these notes written out, and I was like, I'm just gonna be like like to the point, get it done, and it's gonna be great. I'm gonna follow my notes, and it's still a 27-minute video. How is it still a 27-minute video? I don't know, but I went through, like, obviously, you know, everything about the foundations, the price, and how much is in there, and, you know, all that other stuff. But I did, like, what primers I like to use with them. Do I powder? Do I want to spray my face? What's the long wear time? What's the coverage? What's the finish? You know, all of that. So I really give, like, a very thorough review of all 4 of the foundations, and then I'm also trying to explain why I ranked them that way, because I think some people might be surprised by some of my rankings. So I'm going to be curious. I'm going to be curious to see that, though. I did see that Colourpop announced their peach collection, which I called that in my Will I Buy It video 1000%, and I knew something was coming. But I haven't even been able to look. I've been on the road most of the day. I got home at about 4:30. I immediately started uploading tomorrow's foundation ranking video and editing the challenge video that's going up, and then my husband came home, we ate dinner, and now I'm here. So I really haven't been able to even glance at it yet. So I gotta see what that's about and see what I think. So, but yeah, I knew they were gonna be coming out with a new collection. So I did, though, speaking of the challenge, I did want to touch on the challenge quickly first, because that's kind of why I've been doing these lives, and is in conjunction with the August challenge that I have been running. And I did a live Monday morning, Tuesday afternoon, and now we're doing Wednesday evening, because these 3 days on my like challenge calendar have been repeat days. So I thought we could just do a live. I could touch on them quickly since I've already kind of been over it, and then we could move on to other topics. And like I said, I'm going to do some skincare, but so I just want to touch on that first in case you guys are here or you're watching on the playback for the challenge stuff. But what I had on today, and maybe we can have a discussion, because that's kind of how we got on like the food topics yesterday. But what I had on the schedule today was to elevate your fitness. And so I've already talked about that in a past challenge video as well. And it was really interesting to see a lot of the different comments, and just seeing like where you guys are at, and who, you know, kind of how you decide to bring fitness into your life. Debbie, you said your challenge has literally been a life changer for me. Thank you. I appreciate those comments so much. Amy said you love the challenge. You feel so much better mentally and physically. You've lost 15 pounds this month. I've been trying to spend about an hour every night, answering messages, especially when I send out a newsletter. I get a lot of emails back from those of you doing the challenge. So I've been trying to take my time then to respond back to people, but it's been such a enlightening month for me, and I'm really glad that I decided to take it public. Because even today, as I was driving home, I said something on Twitter about like listening to a podcast, and I got an idea for something, and it kind of ties in with the challenge. And I feel like doing this challenge and taking it publicly has kind of given me an idea for something that I never knew I wanted to do, but now I think I want to do. I literally just got it today, so I'm trying not to say like too much because I still have to like take a moment to just breathe and figure it out and what I want to do. But it's just because of so much of your guys' feedback that you've made me feel like I can do more things. You know, one of my biggest things, and as I was listening to this particular podcast today, which was the Rise podcast with Rachel Hollis, she was interviewing Gretchen. I can't think of her last name right now, but Gretchen, and she has a bunch of different books out there, and they were kind of talking about how they feel like kind of like one of their purposes is to be able to spread their knowledge and to talk to, you know, they've gone through Gretchen Rubin, yes. You know, they've gone through things and like they want to spread their knowledge, and this is why they write books, and they have the podcast, and they have their like conferences and just different things that they do. And I just really like I was literally like driving along just like nodding my head because I've always felt so different, or so, you know, there's all these different things that I want to do, and it's why I took to the internet in the first place, you know, 10 years ago. It's why I started a blog. It's why I got on the internet, because I always felt so different from my friends and from people in real life. And, you know, definitely not saying that that's a bad thing. It's because it's not, but I was always that person that I was like fired up and I was ready to do the next thing, and let's start this and we should do that. And I just, you know, especially in, you know, high school and even college, like I had friends who were like, why do you want to do all those things? Like, what's wrong with you? Calm down. Like, you can't do all that, girl. Like, you know, that's what I would get told so much. And I was like, but no, I can. Like, and I just always felt so different. And that's why, I mean, that's really why I took to the internet. And, you know, I've shared a lot of like my stories and my past. I've shared them through my books. I've shared them through a lot of the challenge videos. Tomorrow's challenge video was a tough one for me to get through. Ooh, just a warning, because I'm a sap. But I just truly feel like I've gone through situations because I'm supposed to be able to tell those stories. Like that is how I feel. And that's how I have felt for, you know, since I was 11 years old. That's how I felt. So I don't know. And in some ways, like maybe I won't go down on that path because that's a whole different path. But yeah, that's just how I feel. And that's why I love being able to do the challenge with so many of you guys and take it publicly. And I'm trying to think of like what I should do next, or, you know, different things like that. Because I've always wanted a platform to be able to do more with. And, you know, like I feel really grateful that YouTube has given me that too, and my blog has given me that, and, you know, all the other social media platforms and everything. But now it's like, okay, now I'm ready to do more. Like I have an audience. I have a wonderful audience who supports me and sits here with me at night watching me barefaced with like this thing on me. Like I want to be able to do more to spread my message and hopefully inspire other people just the way other people have inspired me throughout my life. So I'm glad that I decided to do it. I kind of knew, like, I did know that those videos would not be as popular as makeup videos, which I understand because I am a beauty channel, but I've never wanted to only just be a beauty channel. Do you know what I mean? And even when I started my blog, I started it as a book blog, but I never wanted it to just be a book blog. I always had other things in there with makeup reviews, fitness reviews, blogging about getting LASIK, blogging about getting married, blogging about training to do a 5K and a 10K and things like that. Like, I've never wanted to just be one thing, but my main thing that I've wanted to do, like my main goal, is to be able to inspire. So, oh, that's my shirt that I have on. Aspire to inspire. Like, that's what I've wanted to do. So, yeah, that's a little bit there. So that was just me saying thank you guys who have been following along with the challenge, because I really do appreciate it. You're our Oprah. Thank you. Thanks, Katie. Oh, thanks. I really appreciate that. So yeah, like I said, on the calendar today, I had to elevate your fitness, and I've been doing the 28-day sculpt from Blogilates, and I'm almost done. I'm in the last week of it. I did Monday's workout yesterday, so I'm a little bit behind. I want to do a workout when I get done filming this, but we'll see how I'm doing. I might have to wait till tomorrow, but I'm in the final week of the 28-day sculpt, and that's a tough workout. It's challenging. The actual workout is like 24 minutes, I think, and she has a cool down and a like a stretch time, or a warm up and a cool down, and then you have your actual workout. But a lot of you guys recommended Blogilates to me. Have I ever tried Mad Fit's channel? No, but I will look her up. Every time someone recommends a new fitness channel to me, I'm writing it down, because I love following it. And we just recently got like the Chromecast or something like that, so I can cast videos now to the TV. That's really handy too. I like doing that. So I like that a lot. Body Fit by Amy. I came so unprepared. I don't even have a water. Yikes. And with the Blogilates, I saw that she's doing like a 100-day glute challenge or something like that, and I want to do that after I'm finished with the 28-day sculpt, because like I said, like those are tough workouts. There's days where I can do double workouts, but I don't feel like I can really do double workouts with her workouts, because they really are, even like the arm, like, so there's a different workout for all 7 days, and then you do that workout each day. And like, so like Monday is total body. Sunday I just did that, had like cardio in it. There's like an arm day, a leg day, different things like that. But even on like the arm day, I'm tired after them. So I'm going to start the glute challenge once I'm done with the 28-day sculpt. But I'm excited about that. And it seems like you guys have so many good recommendations too. A YouTube recommendation for beginners, yoga. So I love yoga. I practice yoga every day. And how I first got into it, it was actually via an app. It was called like the Cody app or something like that. And I don't even know if that's around anymore, but that was how I first got into it, was this Cody app. Cause I was actually just following different like Instagram accounts for yoga, and a bunch of people, what's her name? Oh my gosh, I can't think of her name, but she is blonde, and she is like the yoga queen of the universe. I cannot think of her name, and I'm so upset with myself that I can't think of her name. Oh my gosh, she's blonde, and she's been doing yoga for like ever and ever, and she's just amazing. But I was following her Instagram, and she would post like yoga flows and like tips and stuff, and then she was like, oh, and now I have a program on the Cody app, and I was like, well, I have to get the Cody app. So I did, and so I started Kino. No, that cannot be right. Kino. This is gonna bug me the whole time that I can't think of her name. And so she said that she'd be on this Cody app, so that's how I started following her. And KinoYoga. It is KinoYoga. Yes, KinoYoga. KINO Yoga. That's her Instagram. And so she said to get this Cody app, and I was doing it. And that's kind of like what really got me into it. And then I also was on, I have a Grokker membership. I signed up for Grokker. It was pretty much like right when they came out. They're kind of like a membership-based app also. And I started looking for yoga workouts there because KinoYoga was also on the Grokker app. So I kind of followed her there. I went from the Cody app to Grokker following KinoYoga. And I got into a bunch of different workouts over there. And some of my favorite teachers were Laura Burkhart. She was really good with yoga. And Celeste Piera. She was one of my favorites, and especially for beginner yoga. I wonder if she's on YouTube also, because sometimes the Grokker workouts, you could find some of them on YouTube. There are neighbors like biking by my window staring at me. Hello, what's up? So Celeste Piera, I felt like she was really good beginner-wise, and just kind of like really teaching me a lot. So that was how I started. So, but that was also probably 7 years ago at this point. So, I would say maybe if you're looking for like YouTube-based tutorials, to maybe just typing in beginner yoga or, something along those lines, and see what you come up with. I'm seeing Yoga with Adrienne. A lot of people are recommending her, and I have her written down on my list of people to check out too, because a lot of people were recommending her. I've kind of gotten to the point with, I still like to follow yoga flows, I definitely do, but I've been practicing for so long, and I kind of know what, I know what poses I like to work on or what flows I like to work on, so a lot of times I kind of come up with them myself these days, but it's always still really fun to follow another, yoga flow out there too. So I'm seeing Diane says Kino has videos on YouTube, so that's awesome. I will say though, like following KinoYoga when I was like first getting into yoga was a little bit daunting, because she can literally do anything and everything with her body. And sometimes as a beginner, that can get very overwhelming, that you're like, I'm going to follow this girl and do this thing. And then she's just like pressing up into a handstand and she's holding firefly pose for 20 minutes. And you're like, how are my legs supposed to do this? Like, it can be a little bit daunting to follow her. So I'm just going to throw it out there. But she's also, she always seemed like very sweet and very kind. I mean, I only knew her through videos, obviously, but, and she was really inspiring. I mean, you definitely knew like what your end goal was watching her. But I think she said in one of like her first videos, I think she said she'd been practicing yoga for like 20 years or something like that. And I think her husband was also involved with yoga too. So, but she's like she travels and teaches yoga and, does all of that too. So, at one point I really thought about getting my yoga, certification, like teaching certification, but then I just didn't feel like I enjoy yoga so much. I practice every single day. But I didn't know if I had the passion for like teaching it. I feel like there's so many other things that I'm more passionate about that take me so long, that yoga is almost kind of my way. It's almost kind of like my me time, if that makes sense. That's my me time. That's when I get to just like relax and breathe and chill. And I almost kind of felt like if I tried to almost start like a career path because of it, that it would maybe like take some of that away, if that makes sense. Sammy says, I'm so scared of crow pose. Have you mastered it? I have, and crow pose was terrifying to me. When I was first getting into crow pose, I was horrified. I thought I was going to fall on my face every single time. But I've actually gotten to where I can be in crow pose, which is, I'm trying to think of the best way to describe crow. I wish I could like do it. I don't know if I can do it. Can I do it on my chair? I might fall. Hold on, let me see. This might be a really bad idea. I just have a bar. No, I don't think you're gonna be able to see me. I'll be too close to the camera for you guys to see me. But I've actually now been able to go from crow pose to shooting my legs straight back into plank, and learning to do that was horrifying. I was so scared every single time, but I have been able to do. You have a million pillows surrounding you. Yes. Yes, I agree. The pillows are a great way. I tried it like on my couch and stuff when I was trying to learn how to bring my legs back, because I mean, for a second there, it's kind of like you're flying. I mean, you're literally only balancing on your hands. So I mean, it's so very scary. But yeah, there's been so many different poses through yoga that I've been just straight terrified of. But I remember the day of like learning crow pose, and I was so proud of myself, but then being able to shoot my legs back, like that's even prouder. I do that every single time in my yoga flows now. I try to post one yoga flow once a month on my Instagram stories. It's usually on IGTV, and I just share the yoga flow that I'm working on for that month. And you will see that in every flow, I start the same way and I end the same way. And the same way that I end is crow pose, shooting back, and then I do like my final pose, shavasana or whatnot. But I have to keep that in my routine every day, because I'm afraid if I would stop it for a while and wouldn't do it, I'd be afraid to do it again, like, because it can be so scary. But I just love yoga so much. Obviously it's not for everybody, you know, not everything with fitness is going to be for everybody. I'm actually going to start masking, because we've already been here for 25 minutes and I think this sits for like 15. But corpse pose all day. But I think that with fitness, it's really important to find the things that do work for you, because like one of my girlfriends, she loves running, and I can't run to save my life. Like I'm like Phoebe. Okay, I'm like Phoebe, like I'm all over the place, I'm running, like I'm just like not a runner, and I'll run for like 5 minutes and I'm like, I'm so tired, how do people do this? Like, I'm not a runner, and I like, there's so many other different things that I love, and my friend's like, no, I'm just gonna run. I'm like, okay, you run, I'll be here doing yoga, and then we'll meet up together and go get a glass of wine or something, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Running up if something is chasing me. Yeah, that's me. I just can't run. And I've tried doing like the 5Ks and then 10Ks. I can do a 5K, like it's fine, and I can do it, especially if it's for something, like, you know, if it's like, you know, the charity 5K or why not, I'll do it. But if anyone's like, does anyone want to walk? I'm like, me, I'll walk with you. And a lot of my friends know that I enjoy fitness, and you know, and I like working out and all those different things. So when we're doing 5Ks and I'm like, oh, I volunteer to walk, they're like, really? You? I'm like, I'm just not a runner. I just don't like running. Okay, I'm gonna do a mask since it's at night here. This is from Bliss. This is the Mighty Marshmallow Bright and Radiant Whipped Mask. I've only used this twice so far, but I'm trying to test it out for a review. So looks like this, but you're supposed to put it on for 10 to 15 minutes and use 2 to 3 times a week, and it's for brightening, I think. So I'm just gonna go ahead and slap this on real quick. While I sit here, I thought it would be fun to do a face mask also. But yeah, that's why I have this on, in case any of you guys like just popped in. You're like, why are you wearing, like, are you about to go to sleep? Oh, this is kind of hard to do with just my phone. But yeah, I'm having so much fun talking about fitness with you guys. Since that was on the calendar today, I figured it would be a good thing to chat about and see, you know, what you guys like doing and all of that. You know, some of you are saying you're not a runner. Have I tried speed walking? I'm pretty much a speed walker. Like, even when I walk areas, I just walk very fast, and a lot of times I like, you know, I'm like swinging my arms too, because like when I walk with my husband, he'll be like, why are you walking so fast? Like, slow down. I'm like, I don't know, I'm just a fast walker. You know, another thing that I liked doing too was like water walking. I wish I would have been able to find a place here in the new town to do that, but I liked water walking, or like water aerobics. I think I just like being in the water and, you know, like being outside and stuff. I think is fun for me. But I liked that. I saw someone say bar. Heidi said you love bar. I really liked bar classes. I really did. A lot of times, I'm like this weird person that even if I'm just standing there, like in the kitchen earlier, my husband was making a pizza and I was standing there talking to him, and I like put my hands on the counter and I started doing like leg lifts, and he's like, come here, I need to show you something. And so I was like, hold on. And so I got to like 15 or whatever, and then I went back. Or then I went over to him and we were talking about something. I was like, okay, now I gotta go do my other leg. And I come back and start doing leg lifts on the other leg. Like, I feel like I can never stand still. Like, I'm just, like I said, I'm always multitasking. Like, I always have to be doing something. It's just the amount of like butt clenches I do in a day is ridiculous. Like, just standing there, like, might as well give it a shot. See what else. For sure. Oh man. Okay. I at least did remember to bring in a wet washcloth. I didn't bring a water or a hair tie or anything else, but I got my wet washcloth. So I'm just gonna chill here for a little bit and with my face mask on. But yeah. Crystal says I'm always doing random little workouts around my house. Yes, same. I don't know. I feel like it's a good thing. Coffee, wine, and spice says marshmallow mask. Oh, I saw you said something about s'mores. Yeah, right? Like marshmallows. Oh, I didn't have a s'more today, you guys. I don't know. Or ice cream. Oh, I had a donut, though. I had a donut. In my defense, I couldn't find lunch today. So I went into the Des Moines area for my massage, and in between my massage and my hair appointment, I had about 45 minutes or so after my massage was done and like left and got my car. I went to one place, my favorite nacho place, because I was like, I'll just get nachos by myself, it shouldn't take long. And I went there and I couldn't even find a parking spot, and there was like crowds of people walking in, so I was like, okay, never mind. And so I started driving back towards where my hair appointment would be, and I was like, I could go to Poncheros and get a quesadilla, that sounds pretty good. The line was super long, and again, I could barely even find a parking spot. So then I was like, I'll go to Wendy's, because we were talking about Wendy's in yesterday's video about how good their salads are. So I was like, I'm going to go to Wendy's and get a salad. I'm going to post it and be like, yeah, you guys made me do this. And I couldn't even get into Wendy's parking lot because the drive-thru line was snaked all the way around, and there was a gas station next to Wendy's. It was all the way into the gas station parking lot, so I couldn't even pull my car in to park and go inside, which I'm sure would have been crazy too. I was like, what's happening? So I had to pee at this point, so finally I just went to the gas station, peed, and I got a donut for lunch. That was my lunch. I was so sad because it's always so fun when I get to go to the Des Moines area, because there's so many more food options and some of my favorite places that I haven't eaten at. And I was so excited. I thought I was going to get nachos at first, then I thought I was going to get Poncheros, then I thought, oh man, I was so bummed. I was really bummed, so I ended up getting a donut. Oh, Susan said, not for nothing, but Chick-fil-A's drive-thru has it on lock. Unreal how, okay, so I went to Chick-fil-A not this time that I was in Des Moines, but the last time I was in Des Moines, because I was there for a while. Why was I even there? I think I was just, what was I doing? I don't know, but I was there for a while, and I finally went to leave, and I was like, I kind of just want to get on the road. I don't want to go in somewhere and sit down and eat, so I was kind of just want to eat in my car, quickly grab something and eat it in my car in the parking lot or whatever. And so I decided to get Chick-fil-A, and thank you, nice mask, thank you so much. And it was weird because as I pulled into the drive-thru, there was a guy standing in the drive-thru, and he had a thing on over him, and he was like, hello, welcome to Chick-fil-A, what can I get you? And I was like, what? Instead of talking to a board, it was the guy. And then I felt bad because I wasn't really quite sure what I wanted yet, but I felt weird. I was staring at his body because he had a thing on. I was like, what's up? What should I have for lunch today? I felt kind of awkward. But that was kind of funny. And then I went up to the next person, because there's another person standing in line, and then they took my card, and then I was able to get my food. But it was so funny because I pulled up to the window, and because they had already taken my card or whatever, I pull up to the window, and the gal hands me the bag. She goes, here you go, Samantha, have a nice day. I was like, you too. I didn't know Chick-fil-A. I haven't been to Chick-fil-A a ton. I think mostly because when we were in Des Moines, it wasn't super close to us. But whenever we have, I think we've either gone in, or I've never had that experience in a drive-thru. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know if it was a new thing, or if that's how it's always been, or what. But it kind of caught me off guard for a second. But my food was good, so that was a positive. Oh, okay. I forgot to look at what time I put my mask on, but I think it was when I was at 25 minutes on here. So, yeah. Okay. Okay, let me see. InNOut does the same thing. Really threw me off for the first time. Oh, okay. Awesome. I've only had InNOut, I think, one time, but I hear really good things about it. It's not here in Iowa, but I hear a lot of people talk. Wait, InNOut? Yeah, it's InNOut. Isn't there another one that's super popular too, on the West Coast? Is it InNOut? I don't know. I don't remember. Sammy said they're so nice to everyone. It's creepily nice. I know at ChickFilA. I know they really are. I am not a fan of Sonic. I have gotten food poisoning from Sonic in 2 different states. 2 different states. How does that happen? Like, the first time was like, oh, okay, like, shoot, sucks to be you. And the second time it happens and you're in a completely different state, I don't trust Sonic no more. We did have one of those in Des Moines, and my husband would always get so mad. He'd be like, you want to go to Sonic? I'm like, no, I'm not going to Sonic. Are you kidding me? No, I'm not going there. So I have not had Sonic since the last time I got food poisoning, which I think I was 14. They're probably fine now, but I mean, that's kind of like a terrifying situation, especially when you're away from home, because it was when I was kind of like traveling a little bit more with my family who's in the Army. And so it was Tennessee and Kentucky. Like, how's that happened? Let's see. My husband came home the other night with 4 Sonic corn dogs. I advised him to reevaluate his life. Okay, that's funny. No, Molly says the Sonic in Ankeny is horrible. Oh, no, I didn't know. Did I know there was a Sonic in Ankeny? That's in Iowa. I don't know if I knew that they had one. We didn't get out to Ankeny a ton, but Ankeny did. Wait, no. Did Ankeny have it? Yeah. Ankeny had Fuzzy's tacos. I think it's just called Fuzzy's. I miss Fuzzy's a lot. Fuzzy's has my favorite nachos. I'm going to say that they are my favorite nachos is at Fuzzy's. They are just so good, and the cheese, and there's like a garlic, and oh man, just I love Fuzzy's so much. I think the first like 2 or 3 times that Mitch and I went back to Des Moines, Susan said, not sure I'd want to eat from somewhere called Fuzzy's. I know, but it's really good. And there was a place that opened kind of near us when we lived in Des Moines, and it was called Rusty Taco. I was like, really? Like, where would you guys rather go, Fuzzy's or Rusty Taco? Like, that didn't sound good at all. I didn't like Rusty Taco as much, though. I'm not gonna lie. I much preferred Fuzzy's, but I really have only I have had tacos at Fuzzy's, but the nachos were my favorite. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of the Rusty Taco name. I wasn't quite sure what was going on. Fuzzy's OMG Rusty Taco. I know. I'm trying to think if we have any other really weird names for restaurants, but I don't think so. I think those were the 2 that really, I feel like Rusty Taco really took the cake though on that one. Like, what? Have I ever tried Caesar's Pizza? I don't think so. Like it's a location. If so, no, I have not. Joe said I'd do anything for nachos or tacos right now. I know, me too. I just had a turkey and cheese sandwich for dinner with some honey barbecue chips and water. Boring. That was so boring. Vera said, have you ever heard of WAUKEE? Nope. I have not heard of that either. It's one of my favorite parts of traveling is being able to eat at new places and such. It's so funny. And I love my mom. She's so sweet. But we went to visit her in Dubuque not too long ago, and Dubuque it's about 4 hours from where we are now, but they have a few different restaurants there than we do in the Des Moines area. But I remember we get there and Mom was like, what do you want for lunch? Do you want Applebee's and she named one other chain that we have in Des Moines too. I was like, no, I want something different. I want something that is kind of only here, or a local place, or something like that. I was like, no, I don't want Applebee's. Oh man. Oh, let's see. You want Taco Bell right now. I love their nacho fries. That's funny. I was so desperate for nachos oh my God, how did we get on talking about food again? But I was so desperate for nachos at one point. After we moved here, I got the nachos at Taco Bell. They had a special nacho box or something, and it was supposed to be so much chicken, so much cheese, and no, that was not good. I know, we're talking about food again, Janice. How does this keep happening? We were talking about fitness and we were doing so well. I was trying to do crow pose on camera, and now we're talking about food again. I don't know what has happened to us. Oh man. I know, I'm gonna be really hungry after this, and oh, did you bring your ball? Aries brought her ball to me. I'm so sorry no one's paying attention to you. I'm so sad. I am excited though for Aries. We just bought a baby gate today. I just ordered it online at Target, like literally right before I got on here. And we are going to try to see if she likes being out, like when we're gone. And just like putting the baby gate at the bottom of the stairs in our basement and seeing if she likes it. Because in our old house, we didn't really have that option, because in the basement downstairs, we can shut all the doors, and she literally just has like the main living space, and that's the only place she can go. Whereas in the other house, we just, the layout just wasn't that way. But also Aries really likes her kennel. So like a lot of times, like if it storms or something like that, she will go into her kennel. Like she likes it. That's her safe spot, you know, all of that. So we never really were very concerned about like leaving her out, but now she is a little bit older and she really likes the basement. Like she likes being down there, and we got a couch for the basement because this house has a finished basement, and there's a couch, and she loves sitting on the couch. She has her own spot, and she'll turn the pillows like a certain way, and she really likes laying on the couch. So we've noticed that since we've moved here. So we were like, should we try to let her stay out? So I ordered the baby gate tonight. We're going to put it at the bottom of the stairs, and we're going to see. I don't know if we should get like is it weird if we get like a camera so we can watch her? Because I just, you know, I just want to make my dog happy. Like, and I don't know if she's going to be happy, or because, you know, we might like let her out in the basement and she might just go right into her kennel anyways, because she does like it. So I don't know. We'll see. But we're going to try something new. We're going to try something new with her and see how it goes. But yeah. Well, I'm glad you guys like the Will I Buy It. Jeez. That was her barking. Aries. Come here, girl. Aries. Come here. They want to see you. Oh, okay. Mitch just walked in. Mitch just walked in to get her. Oh, I should probably take this mask off. Hold on. I got my... Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take this off. In case you just popped in, this is the BlissMighty Marshmallow Bright and Radiant Whipped Mask that I was doing. I've only tried it. This is my third time. So, but yeah, I'm excited to see if she'll like that. Grace said we had a doggy cam and returned it. Turns out she only sleeps all day and is bored to watch. That's funny. See, I bet that would be Aries. I mean, even days where like if I'm filming a lot, like there's been a couple times where I filmed like 5 videos or something, she just goes and sleeps on the couch. So I feel like she would just sleep, but I just want to make sure that she actually likes being out, or if it would give her, because she definitely gets like anxiety and whatnot. So I don't know if she would prefer to be in her kennel. But then of course, like we would leave it, like it's downstairs too, and it would be in that room and like the door open and everything if she wanted to go in it. But Heather says, not weird at all. We have cameras to watch our pets. It brings you comfort. Yeah, it really would. Like, especially if we're like gone for a while. Like today I left at 9 o'clock this morning and I didn't get home till 4:30. And like Mitch came home over lunch to let her out and feed her and, you know, like play with her and all that stuff. But it would just be nice to know that she's, you know, doing okay or whatnot. But whew, okay. I think I like the mask so far. I don't have like a whole lot to say about it yet, but hopefully I got it all off my face. I have a nice breakout here, so that's always awesome. Always a good time. Okay. I think the mask is for brightening, I believe, because it says bright and radiant. So, but it feels nice. It's kind of like a thicker mask too. Like it feels kind of like thicker on my skin. So yeah, liking it so far, but that's the current mask that I'm testing out. Okay, I brought some oil in here too, but I'm gonna wait just a little bit to use it. It's from Bliss, the Mighty Marshmallow Bright and Radiant Whipped Mask. I believe Bliss you can find them at Ulta and at Target. I believe they're in both places. They just sent me some new skincare to try too, which I'm excited about. So I'm gonna wait a little bit before I put the oil on my face. Okay, so we've been here for about 45 minutes. So I try to do right around an hour. Oh, Kohl's too, and at CVS. Wow. Okay then, I didn't know they were available at all those places. That's cool. But yeah, so what did we do on this live chat? We talked a little bit about fitness and then mostly about food. I feel like we've been killing these live chats, guys. You're killing them. I'll have to, did it feel like fluff on my face? It is kind of like a fluffy, I feel like that's a good way to describe it. It's kind of like a fluffy feeling mask. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I'm trying to think. So Thursday I'll have a regular food, fitness, and baby gates. Yep. That's what we did. At least it's not fuzzy. At least it's not rusty. So Thursday will be a regular challenge video. And then honestly, I need to look at the camera. Or at the camera. No, I need to look at the calendar and see what else is coming up, because I feel like I'll probably do some lives next week too. It'll probably just depend on what the challenge calendar is, but it's crazy to think. I think the 31st is next Saturday. Is that right? Maybe. So yeah, we just have a few days left to go, but it's been fun doing the lives and just kind of doing something out of my norm and all of that. And I tried, like, one of the hardest things is, you do a live and then you have, someone comment, be like, I can't do this time. Can you do that time? And it's like, of course not everything's going to work for everyone. So that's why I tried to do different time frames these last 3 days. And, of course, just because I do it at night one day, that might be the one night you work or, something like that. But I tried to at least kind of mix it up a little bit and all that. So maybe I'll look at the calendar and see what's going on for next week and see what I can do there. Do I use peel-off masks? Not a whole lot. I've tried them, but I just, something about like the actual like peeling off, I just don't seem to love. I've tried them, but the spot on my chin is a breakout. It's a breakout. Breakout. Okay. I go back to school on the 2nd of September. Oh, I feel like school has to be starting here, like, sometime soon. Oh goodness, I'm getting tired. It's only like, it's probably not even like 8:30 here, and I'm like ready for bed. I go to sleep. I try to go to sleep fairly early. Aaron says, you hate peel-off masks. Jen loves reviews. Have said so many bad things about them, and it got me off that train real quick. Yeah, I just feel like something about it, like, I just don't, I don't know. I'm so sorry if I just made you guys yawn. Sorry. I was trying to hold it in. I don't know if you noticed. I was like trying to like eat my yawn. Like, don't yawn, don't yawn, don't yawn. But it's been kind of a long day. Especially when you drive, because I drove an hour and a half and then an hour and a half back. Like, I don't know how Mitch did it for so long, doing that drive twice a day, every day for a year. Like, I do it like once a week. I'm like, oh, so tired. It kind of takes a lot out of you. But yeah, I was listening to, I think I started talking about that. Yeah, I think I told the story that I was doing, I was listening to the podcast, The Rise with Rachel Hollis. I really like that one. They really, she really tends to inspire me. And I just saw last night that, like, another podcast that I've mentioned is Approachable with Sam Ravindal and her friend Alyssa. And I saw that they're going into their like second season with their podcast, but they also have it on YouTube. So I saw that they have their first YouTube video, which I don't know for sure if I'll watch the YouTube videos, because I like to listen to podcasts either in my car or like when I'm walking my dog. So I don't know if I would actually watch the videos, because I feel like kind of like that's my time to be able to listen to the podcast, if that makes any sense. And I felt really bad yesterday. I was actually supposed to do an interview for a podcast that's going to go, it's supposed to be going out next week maybe, or in 2 weeks or something like that. But like, as I saw that I was supposed to be, because it's like a call-in thing, so I was going to call in to do it, and Mitch came home and we noticed that like our roof was leaking. We've been having so much rain. So he was trying to figure out that, and I was trying to hold the ladder, and I was trying to call in. I was like, I was talking about my husband's on the roof, and I'm holding the ladder, and they were like, wow, we can reschedule. So at some point, I will be a guest on a podcast, and as long as we get it done and everything, then I'll share about it. But we had to reschedule it because I was like, oh, there's so much going on right now. Like, I was so overwhelmed. And whoa. But hopefully, because they kind of like sent me in the questions a little bit ahead of time, and they sound like really, really good questions. Like, I'd be really excited to talk about it. So fingers crossed that actually happens. And if I do it, then I'll, obviously when it goes live, I would share it and everything, but I just want to make sure we can actually get this done, because I felt so terrible that I had to reschedule. So I'm going to put a little bit of my oil on now. This is from Pixi. This is their Rose Oil Blend, a nourishing face oil. I like to do some sort of like oil usually after masks. I'm just a big fan of oils at the moment. I recommend it, the First Aid Beauty one, in my Sephora recommendations video, but big fans. I'm just going to go ahead and pop a little bit of this on also, but yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me for another live. I feel like we've had kind of a lot of people tonight, which always kind of like scares me a little bit with lives. You never really know what's happening, but shout out to ThingsBytheBerk. When I fill out my description box to put it on here, I will link her channel. She's been my moderator, and I've been seeing her. There she is. Hi. I've been seeing her do some more. I know moderating is not easy, so it was so kind of her to do for me. Because the last two, I mean, it hasn't been like super bad, but you know, sometimes when you have like people, it can kind of like ruin the chat for other people too. So I kind of forgot about that since I haven't been doing lives very often, but I used to have a moderator every week with me. Katie Marie was my moderator, and then I stopped doing lives, and then I kind of forgot that, oh yeah, like this is still the internet. You probably need a moderator. so I appreciate that so much. But yeah, so that's just like a very quick little PM skincare routine, but I like masks are just kind of like, it's just kind of like, what am I trying to say? Kind of like a pamper time, if you will. Samantha, yes, I am still doing the facial shaving, and you know what? I meant to talk about that in one of the live chats, and I totally forgot. Yes, I need to do an update on that. I still am. I only do it like, I thought I was gonna have to do it every week, but I feel like it's been pretty much kind of like every other or so. I don't feel like I have to do it a whole lot, but I still like it. I still like doing it very much so, and I'm still happy with the Tinkle razors or something like that. I've been really happy with those two from Amazon. I'm gonna have to order a few more so from Amazon, but yeah, I still am liking it. I definitely do need to put that into an update video though. Susan said I should try sea berry oil. It's great for healing or speeding up healing on bumps or skin reactions. Smells great, feels great too. Nice, sea berry oil. I've never even heard of that. Okay. Very good. Thank you, Susan. Okay, yeah, other than that, so I will trying to think. So I don't have a live schedule as of right now. Maybe I might do a live on Saturday again. So instead of doing like a challenge video on Saturday, I might do a live if you guys would like to do it on Saturday, but I will look at the challenge calendar and also my personal calendar. You know, I'm so busy these days. I've left my house like 4 times in the month of August, but and then I'll probably do like a poll or something on the YouTube community tab if you guys check that out to see like what time maybe would work best for you. I think last time I did a Saturday live, I think it was in the morning, so maybe we could do like afternoon or something like that. I wonder if the evening time works really well for people, because there's just a lot of people for a live chat. So yeah, maybe we can do some more PMs as well. I just think lives are so much fun. They're just such a different dynamic. So I'm glad I started doing this again. The challenge is what kind of motivated me to kind of start again, and I've been having a lot of fun with them. So thank you to everyone who's come by. I do appreciate you. But yeah, I'll definitely say something on my community tab, like Instagram stories, Twitter, and all of that. I do have a new Twitter giveaway that just went up tonight too. So we're celebrating 20K on Twitter. I don't even know that many people use Twitter. No, I'm just kidding. Twitter's like, I love Twitter myself, but yeah, I have a little giveaway over there also. So yeah, other than that, I think I'm just gonna go. I think I'm just gonna head out, if that's all right with you guys. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I feel like I want to stay. Like I just want to like stay and like hug you guys because I'm having so much fun. But I should probably go now. But thank you guys so much for coming by the live. I do appreciate you so much. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.